So I look really awful, but I wanted to make this while everything's still raw. Um, so I had a really beautiful day at the theatre today. Well, first I was at work. I've been awake since 7 a.m. I went to work, and then afterwards I went to the theatre, and I came out about 10:30. And I left my friend on the tube, and I got the bus, and I decided to get the bus that goes kind of like the back way. And it's one of those ones where you can request where you get off. So when I got off, there was a group of guys that got off at the same time as me. I want to say like 6 or 7 people. And I was just trying to cross the road, and they were asking me to take a picture of me. They wanted me to can they take a picture with me? And they wanted to put it on Instagram, and they wanted my Instagram. And honestly, at this moment, it was fine because it happens often. And I know it's awful to say that, but honestly, it happens so often that if I got upset with every interaction like that, I don't know, I might as well just never go outside. So I just was like, no. And he's like, why? You need to be nice. And I said, because that's creepy. I don't know you. And then I just started to walk off, and they were all following me in the same direction. We're right by a park. It's so dark. Like, I don't want to get emotional again. It's so dark. Like, I was just thinking they're gonna try and drag me into this park, honestly. So I'm still walking, and I started to record on my Instagram because I was feeling really scared, but like I didn't want to show them that I was like that scared. So he started saying, because I said I didn't know him, I didn't want to take the pictures. He's saying, my name is this, like, and something else. At this point I wasn't listening. I just said, I don't care what your name is. And now I'm like walking much quicker, and I'm just talking to my Instagram so that I can have someone to talk to. And the joke of it all is we're 5 minutes from my house, but like, at this point I don't want to go in my house because I don't want them to see where I live. Like, and I'm so tired. Like, I just wanted to go to bed. I've had such a beautiful day, and it's just been completely ruined. Like, so I decided that I would just go to the shop because I really didn't want them to see where I live. And there's a high street kind of thing at the bottom of our road, so I was just gonna walk straight there, and I know the shopkeeper. I was just gonna wait for them to leave me alone, or like get him to help me. And then I thought like, my granddad should still be awake, so I'll call him and get him to open the side so I can come in, because they're still following and they're still shouting at me, and it's quite a specific route to take. It's not like they're going somewhere generally. Like, it really was, they were following me, and they were quite a distance back, but it was one of the scariest situations I've ever been in. So when I'm getting nearer to the house, we have a back entrance, and I think about going in that way so they don't see what the front door was. But then they are turning the corner of the back road that I was on, so I walk completely past my back door, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna go the back way to the shop. And at this point I call my nan, because I asked her if she could I was gonna ask her if she could open the back door so I could come in that way. Like, these are the fucking things that we have to do in order to even feel safe to go home. Like, how disgusting is that? So at this point now, she's already waiting up for me because she was worried, and that makes me feel so bad, because every time I go out, like, she worries about me. And I've just proved, like, why she should be worried. And I hate that she will like, she'll stay awake and wait for me to come back, even if that makes her really tired. And it makes me feel so guilty. Like, and then she's like, I'm coming out. And she came outside. And at that point, they had kept walking down. And one of the guys shouted, I hope you have a good evening. And at that point, I was just like, I have to talk to them because I was trying to just walk and not interact. And I just said, I'm not having a good evening because you've honestly like really scared me. And I hate to admit that, but I just really feel like they have to know the impact that it has on people. And he's saying, oh, but we live down here, we live down here. And I said, yeah, but I don't know that. Like, I don't know that you've been harassing. I said, you can't harass someone like that and then it looks like you're following them. Maybe you are going to your house, but you're walking right behind me, and that's scary. And I just told him, like, that's really scary. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's them, they're idiots. But it's like... sorry, I hate to make this all like, ugh, but I just think it's really important that people can see the impact that their behaviour has. And it might seem like banter with your boys or like nothing to you, but to a woman alone in a situation like that, it is scary. And I don't know how men cannot see that their behaviour is scary, or maybe they enjoy it and they get something out of it because they know that they are causing fear with someone. And I can't really talk, but I'm really upset. But I just wanted to do this while it was fresh so I can just get across how it really can affect people, this behaviour. And it's not the first time. And it happens so often that it is like a normal thing to me. And that makes me feel sick. But at the same time, there are events where it's worse than others, and I'm not someone who would complain about like just a random interaction. But when you're literally being followed after you get off of a bus and you're trying to go home after a long day, it's so scary and it's just so unacceptable. I'm so fed up of having a beautiful day, and then the second that I get nearer to my house, I have an interaction like this. And it is never when I'm in central London. I've never had even when I had an incident at Pride, I had a beautiful time at Pride, and I came back and I was almost near my house, and someone slapped my ass and they were on a bike and they just sped off afterwards. Like, so these incidents happen so often that in my brain it's normal, but today is not a normal situation, and it's really like triggered me. But it was honestly one of the scariest experiences I've ever been in. And I'm using a wet wipe and it's burning my eyes, but I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm exhausted. But these guys are gonna have no idea how much they've impacted. So I can't record because I'm running out of space. But I just wanted to make this while it was fresh so that I can stress how it really can affect someone. It might seem like banter and just a bit of fun with a pretty girl, but it can really ruined my day. And I've had such a beautiful day, so it's really a shame. I don't care what your name is. It's so annoying. It's always when I'm right close to home, and now they're following me. They want to take a picture and they want me on their Instagram. And I'm right close to home, so I don't know how I'm going to get in without them seeing me. I'm actually so tired after working all day, and now I'm going to have to walk past my house to go to the shop to wait for these people to stop following me. Look. Like, I've had such a beautiful evening, and then it always gets fucked up when I'm like 15 minutes from home by creepy people that are literally following me. It's so scary. Is right there, and I cannot walk in because they're going to see where I live, so I have to keep walking straight down the road and go into the shop. And I can't even tell you, I'm so tired. I will just want my bed, and I have to do this because men make me feel so unsafe. It's absolutely disgusting. I might actually call my granddad and ask him to open the back door, but I think they're still following me. Why do I even I can't believe I even have to do this. It's such a joke. They're literally still behind me. I'm fed up of people ruining my night like this. Back inside now, but I honestly feel really upset about it. I'm just so fed up of like feeling so unsafe because of men. Like, I had such a lovely day and then it just gets fucked up. I had to call my nan to come. She was still awake because she was worried, and I had to come and get her to come outside to get me, and like that makes me feel so bad because she already worries about me when I go out, and I just like proved why. I'm just so over this happening to me. Why is it okay for men to do this? And I said to him, like, he shouted at me, "Have a good evening," when my nan came out, and I said, "I'm not having a good evening because you've really scared the shit out of me." Like, and I had to tell him that. I just told him I had to walk past my house because of you, because I don't feel okay to go inside. And my nan is saying, like, why did you talk to him? But like, he has to know that it's not okay. Like, I'm so sorry to like be recording this upset, but I just want people to know that this behaviour really affects women and it's not okay. It's so scary to be in these situations. Like, my number one fear is to be raped, and like that's all that I was thinking. There's like 8 people behind you, like 8 men, and it's a dark road. Like, what the fuck? It's so scary. And he was saying, "Oh, but we live down here. I'm like, but I don't know that. And like, I said to him, when you harass girls like that and then it looks like you're following us, it's scary. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. And everyone else like, "I'm sorry," I'm using